Guys, deluded. Now, it's no secret I'm a big Mesut Ozil fan. I'll protect him to the death. I know us Arsenal fans, we can be silly. I do sound like a hypocrite many a time because there's many examples. When it's certain other players, I'm harsh. Ozil is critique. I'll back Ozil to the death. Yes, I'm one of them sad people, guys, that I will scream stats don't matter. But when it's Mesut Ozil, I'll tell you the heat map said he was here. The running said he was there. The passes and chance created was here. But banter aside, away from that banter, people, and my love for Mesut Ozil, disclaimer, I do critique him quite rightly, as you guys watch me know, but I fear for him mentally. Now, what I mean by that is pardon me if I sound harsh, people, I don't think he's going to end his own life and things like that, but people too often than not have a lack of empathy for these players and the fact that they're human and they make mistakes and certain things don't happen and all of these things. I really fear it for Ozil. We know when people discuss Ozil, they talk in extremes. You either love the man or you hate the man. You think he's the best thing since sliced bread, or you think he's poo. You either see what he does on a football match or you don't. Or you like. There's like Pogba to a degree as well. There's a man that I just talked about in extremes, and he's one of them. He's either called overrated. He's either said he doesn't turn it on enough. He's either questions for not fighting. He's questioned for a lot of things that some might be right, but too often it's not true. In regards to the German witch hunt. Now, he was poor at the World Cup, but in the last game, he created the most chances. But we're not here to say he played better than anyone. It don't matter if you were the young players like Werner and Kimmich, you underperformed. It don't matter if you were the experienced ones, Hummels, Neuer, Jerome Boateng, Thomas Muller, if I haven't said it already, Draxler, many of them have won major titles. The Boatengs and that, they've won everything the game has to offer essentially. More time than Khedira. Many of these players did not stand up to be counted. So everybody has to take the blame, the manager included, which they all have. But yet Ozil's name persists in regards to his future at playing for the country. It is a witch hunt. Now, again, critique of his performance, like the others, is fair, but it's moved away from that. It's a critique on him as a man, and I don't stand for that. It's the integrity. It's an attack on him. We've seen this attack bare times from the far right, far left. One side uses him as a political symbol for integration. The other side uses him as that he's not German. I've spoken about it before. Go and watch my other videos. I'm not going to go into detail on that. If I was him, part of me would actually quit playing for Germany. Part of me doesn't want to, and a part of me would. Why I would is because, like I said, it's a witch hunt. It doesn't matter what he does, right or wrong, before the tournament, after the tournament, during. They're always going to talk. People are saying because he met with Gundogan, is it not Gundogan? Not him and Gundogan met with the Turkish president. That they're critiquing him as a person and saying this and that. And even if you go and look at my videos, you see some downright retarded comments under it. I didn't even delete it because I just felt it was stupid. So you're seeing all of these things. It's an attack on him. It's an attack on his heritage. It's an attack on his people. It's not healthy. And his dad's spoken about how he should call it a day as well. And to a degree, he probably should. He probably should. He doesn't deserve his attack on his heritage, his attack on his culture, and to be used as a scapegoat. He doesn't deserve all of that away from how he's playing on the football pitch. It's mentally exhausting seeing all of this. Like, I really think he must be mentally exhausted. Like, he gets this at Arsenal. We're not going to focus on that. He doesn't get this at Arsenal, but you get where I'm going in. He doesn't get, people don't attack him for who he is. It's not about performance. His family members, only God knows what's going through their minds as well. Like I said, it's not about his performances anymore. It's really not about his performances. Clearly, it's not about his performances, so he can't win. So part of me would consider that, okay, we're part of this golden generation that batted up the Under-21s championship, and we've won the World Cup, and two out of the 3 World Cups have turned up in essentially 2010 and 2014. Yeah, I've got nothing else to prove, so let me call it a day. But by the other hand, me as a person, I don't like quitting unless I really believe I need to quit in it. I wouldn't want to let these people win because, like I said, 2010 he batted up the World Cup. Those of you remember Ozil in 2010. 2014 he won it. Alright, 2018 it happens. They all fucked up. It happens, innit? The Euros is around the corner. There's going to be a lot of... I do think Hervite should be there. Gnabry potentially and a couple others, but there's a chance for him to possibly go as a senior individual because it's a couple years from now. We're almost finished 2018, so what, 18 months or 2 years, whatever you want to call it, round the corner. Last competition possibly, if you're provided he's in form and all of these things. Last international competition. I mean, if I'm a footballer, I want to play at these things, whether it's the World Cup or the Euros. Whether you win it or not, it's an exciting thing to be a part of. It's something that you tell your grandkids. These are things that stay with you for life. And even the things we don't see as fans, they must have hidden things they do behind the scene and all of them things, and sightseeing, and you know, in the Olympics you have Olympic Village and things like that. There must be them sort of things for international competitions. So I wouldn't want to call it a day. I wouldn't want to let the racists win. I wouldn't want to end my career on a sour note. Yes, we've had highs of winning the World Cup, so I have nothing to prove at that, essentially. But we all know how it happened for Germany. So in all, a part of me I would retire, but I don't know, people, because I wouldn't want to let the racists win. I wouldn't want to go out in a fashion like this, but at the same time, it's mentally exhausting, and he can't do no right or wrong. He's basically, people are telling him, despite the fact he's of Turkish heritage and grew up in Germany and whatnot, and he's as German as you can get, because I see the similarities being of Jamaican and Bajan heritage, and obviously Windrush generation and all of them things. I'm a byproduct, same way he is. No one could tell me I'm more or less English than anyone else, because I was still screaming coming home and go the same way, go downstairs and eat ackee and saltfish, and you telling me nothing. So yeah, man, it's a tough decision. If I was him, I'd probably call it a day, but I'm saying that to you people, and I'm feeling like a hypocrite because the voice inside me is saying I can't allow myself to do that. So I would probably call it a day from Germany, because, I mean, I've won World Cup, but I wouldn't at the same time. So I guess I'm not really answering the question, and I'm sitting on the fence yet again and being devil's advocate yet again. But I hope I've given you guys some sort of decent content. On that note, guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe and do the rest. I'm out. Thank you for watching, man. It means the world. Do you think he should retire from playing for Germany or not? Please let me know.